Remember that time, man, they told all our cars.
Yeah, man, I had to come in on this motherfucking profile, you know, because it's certain bitch-ass, sucker-ass niggas that got a pimp blocked, man. You know, this shit be disgusting they motherfucking ass, bothering their ass, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers be real jealous of this pimping, man. Some shit that they always wanted to be, but deep down inside, know they never was, man. So I had to come in on this profile, you dig, so motherfuckers could see this shit, though. You know what I mean? Get you a good dose of this shit, though, know what I mean? It's that shit that sucker-ass niggas wish they was, but never ever could be, man. Hey. It's a lot of sucker-ass shit going on in this motherfucking group, man. And I'm just playing my part in separating game from lame, you dig? I really want motherfuckers to understand there's a difference between niggas that really is pimps and motherfuckers who just say they pimps. You know what I mean? If you really pay attention, you'll notice that certain motherfuckers just say they a pimp, but they don't ever do no pimping. They don't ever show no pimping. They don't behave like a pimp. They don't think like a pimp. They don't talk like a pimp. It's just a whole bunch of sucker-ass shit. You know what I mean? Don't be distracted. Don't be mystified by the fact that a motherfucker say they a pimp, though. Now, I mean, really pay attention to these motherfuckers. Really pay attention to their character. Really pay attention to their conduct. Really pay attention to the way that they move. Pay attention to the way that they behave around these bitches. You know what I mean? Pay attention to the way that they cut each other's throats and cut real pimps' throats for the sake of a bitch pressing a motherfucking like button on their motherfucking shit. You know what I mean? It's a whole lot of sucker-ass shit going on, man, in this motherfucking group. And it's really representative of all the sucker shit that's going on in the game, period, man. Hey. That status, you know what I mean, with the young man that got the allegations against him, man. You sucker-ass niggas, man. Y'all done made the man guilty before any evidence done been presented, know what I mean? Ain't nobody seen this man put hands on this bitch. The only proof is what the bitch is saying. Know what I mean? The bitch just said something. Ain't nobody seen the man do nothing. But you suck it. Now, it's understandable for a bitch to be like, damn, I can't believe he did that. You know, bitches, you know, they emotional, so naturally they gonna look at that and they gonna assume the worst. And, you know, because they not looking at everything logically. They just, you know, they feel a certain type of way as soon as they see or hear certain shit. So from there, you know what I mean, they gonna jump to conclusions and make pass negative judgment, you dig? But you you sucker ass panty waist ass niggas, man, making a nigga guilty, talking about, oh, he should have just left her alone. He should have just let her go. Niggas be putting themselves in these type of situations, and niggas be on that gorilla shit and they got a monkey suit in the cage for them. Hey, man, you suck ass niggas, man. Zero pimping with you. And the cold part about it, like I said, you niggas just be saying shit like this because you think you gonna get some type of approval from these nothing ass bitches in this group. It's not a situation where you really believe what you saying. You know what I mean? You niggas is just downing the man, cutting the man's throat for the sake of these faggot ass bitches' approval. That shit is disgusting, man. Like I said on a comment just a second ago, man, the shit is rather homosexual to me, man. Anytime you down a nigga, see, man, motherfuckers act like they ain't been black men all their life, man. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers automatically assume the worst when a black man get accused of something. You know what I mean? And not knowing that 9 times out of 10, you know, the shit is false. Allegations being brought against them is false. You know what I mean? But even if they not false, you know what I mean? Like, motherfuckers make mistakes. Just because you ain't made that same type of mistake that man make, you know what I mean, don't make you no better than him. A lot of you niggas really be jealous of niggas. A lot of you niggas just be having hatred in your heart for fly motherfuckers. A lot of you niggas be having hatred in your heart for the pimping. You know what I mean? A lot of you niggas just learned the secret handshake and been loitering in this motherfucking game when you ain't had no business in this shit, man. Shit crazy, man. Then, it's just so much sucker shit going on in this motherfucking group, man. You niggas, boy, doing shit like falling for these bitches' tactics, falling for these bitches' bait. Like I said earlier, man, a lot of times these bitches don't be as dumb as they play themselves to be. Bitches will come in here and ask stupid ass questions or make stupid ass comments and statements and statuses about what they think a pimp is and what they think a pimp ain't and all this type of shit. And you niggas come on there, I don't know if you call yourselves trying to correct a bitch or trying to make yourself look pimpish or whatever the case may be, but a lot of times bitches be testing you niggas. A lot of times bitches just be checking your temperature, know what I mean? To see if you gonna reply with some pimping. And you niggas reply with sucker shit all the time. You niggas be on here trying to prove yourselves to a bitch that ain't proved nothing to the game, ain't proved nothing to herself, her family, or folks, ex-folks, or nothing. Know what I mean? Shit is disgusting, man. You know what I mean? And then, you know, it's natural for me to pop it. I'm a talker. Know what I mean? I've been blessed with that. It's not to toot my own horn or no shit like that, but I've been blessed with the gift of speech. You know what I mean? I like to make sense when I talk, so I think before I speak. You know what I mean? Now, it's a lot of niggas who don't think before they speak. You come on here, call yourselves trying to correct a motherfucker like me, know what I mean? Talking about, man, don't be giving these motherfuckers the game, man. Leave these motherfuckers sleep, man. All this so weird ass shit. Same niggas that couldn't pop no pimping if they life depended on it, they be a dead motherfucker. Know what I mean? Same motherfuckers who ain't never got nothing profound to say. Same motherfuckers who ain't never been a fly nigga for one day in their motherfucking life. You know what I mean? Look, man, when you see pimps pimping, man, just shut the fuck up and fall back, man. Step off to the side and watch us do what we do, man. Don't be on here trying to correct a motherfucker that's smarter than you, sharper than you, flyer than you, more successful than you, just got everything going on ahead of you. You know what I mean? You ain't proved shit. You ain't displayed no pimping. You actually done displayed more sucker shit than pimping, but you on here trying to correct a pimp and tell a pimp what to do. Hey, man, like Johnny Cash say, man, give them instructions to the bitch, man. Don't be trying to give no instructions to the pimping, especially when you not the pimping. A lot of you niggas been loitering around the game for years, man, lingering around this shit, and you know damn well that you ain't no pimping, man. Leave this shit alone. Niggas be suckers, man. Tell you, man. Shit is motherfucking disgusting. You know what I mean? That's why I do my best. I chop it and pop it every chance that I get in this motherfucker and to put pimping on display. Because a lot of you niggas is confusing these bitches, man. A lot of you niggas know damn well that you ain't got no pimping with you, man. A lot of you niggas know that you know when you be by yourself and there's no audience and it's just you by yourself alone with your thoughts, a lot of you niggas know for sure without a doubt, beyond the shadow of a doubt, that you have no pimping with you. You know what I mean? But you still be trying to pretend. You know what I mean? And, you know, I've been guilty of shaking motherfuckers' hands that I know damn well wasn't no pimping. Shaking motherfuckers' hands that I know damn well was a sucker. Hey, man, I'm starting to put you niggas on blast, though. Know what I mean? I'm going to start shining a spotlight on you motherfuckers, man. Especially when you call yourself trying to correct a motherfucker that you know damn well is pimping and you know damn well that you ain't pimping, man. Or when you just like do some blatant out of line sucker shit in the name of this pimping, man. I got to blast that shit. Because see me, y'all not the same as me. Know what I mean? Motherfuckers who I fuck with is really pimping.
Like
Y'all not the same as us. Know what I mean? Exactly. You know what I mean? Y'all not the same as us. But it's just fucked up because you know you're not the same as us, but you call yourselves pimps and try to put yourself in the same category as us because you ain't got nothing going on else otherwise in your life. You know what I mean? So you try to deceive motherfuckers into believing that you pimping. And a lot of you niggas really hate pimps. A lot of you niggas are jealous of pimps. You know what I mean? A lot of you niggas ain't got nothing to offer a bitch. Ain't got no game to offer a bitch. Ain't got no structure to offer a bitch. Ain't got no wisdom to impart to a bitch. A lot of you niggas just don't mean a bitch no good. A lot of you niggas is hoe hustlers. You know what I mean? A lot of you niggas is the reason why these bitches are such fags and punks and got a bad taste in their mouth for the pimping. You know what I mean? And they idea what a pimp is just totally fucked up. You know what I mean? A lot of you niggas been in the game for decades and ain't got no business in this shit. A lot of you niggas been in the game since the 90s and ain't got no business in this motherfucking shit. And you still ain't accepted the fact that you ain't no pimping. But you been knowing that shit damn near all your motherfucking life though. Know what I mean? Yeah. It's a motherfucker right here by the name of Freeze, man. Freeze is it. Letting you know the truth, man. You never was a pimp. Never ever. Not even for a split second. And you know for a fact that you never was a pimp. Suck ass niggas, man. Do shit like spread bullshit on a pimp's name, man. Try to make motherfuckers look at the pimping in a fucked up false light. You know what I mean? Because motherfuckers see you for the sucker and buster that you really is. Now I mean, misery love company, man. But you can't make a motherfucker like Freeze join you though. Know what I mean? I see misery and do the Barry Sanders on that shit, know what I mean? I sidesteps that shit, you dig? I don't even know how to be miserable. I don't know how to worry about nothing. Know what I mean? I don't know how to be jealous of the pimping. You know what I mean? I don't know how to hate the pimping. Only thing I know how to do is congratulate the pimping. You know what I mean? I'm the pimping's biggest fan. You know what I mean? I do everything in my power to make sure that the pimping shine and congratulate the pimping. Know what I mean? Break myself if I got to for the sake of my pimp brother being straight. And you niggas don't have that part about yourself, and that's the reason why you never get blessed in the game. You know what I mean? You niggas see a pimp come up on something, and you feel like that's supposed to be yours. You know what I mean? You don't look at it like, damn, that's right, know what I mean? The pimping got his, know what I mean? It's out there for me to get mine too. You niggas don't look at it like that. I love to see the pimping shine. I love to see the pimping come up. Know what I mean? I love to see the pimping make it. I love to see the pimping elevate a bitch and upgrade a bitch and just make her life better in every way possible. You know what I mean? But you niggas be jealous of that shit. You niggas that call yourselves pimps but ain't really got a pimp bone in your body to save your life. You niggas be jealous of that shit. When you see pimps make pimp moves and you see pimps prospering and shit like that, know what I mean? A lot of you niggas really be jealous of that shit. Know what I mean? If you see a pimp buy a foreign car that you always wanted, know what I mean? You be feeling like, damn, that's supposed to be my car instead of going to get your own. Know what I mean? When you see a pimp knock a bitch that you been a fan of, that you ain't never ever met in your motherfucking life, and you been a fan of this bitch for decades, you know what I mean? And you see a young pimp, younger and flyer, and sharper and more intelligent and gamed up and everything else over your motherfucking ass, you niggas be hating that shit. You be like, damn, that nigga got my bitch though. Know what I mean? Instead of being like, damn, let me go knock a bitch better than that though. Know what I mean? Let me go create a bitch better than that. You niggas is suckers, man. Yeah. I ain't gonna even bless your bitch ass with a name drop. Know what I mean? Because you ain't even important enough for that. You know what I mean? But I'ma just, instead of dropping your name, know what I mean? I'ma put this pimping on display the way that you suckers never could though. Know what I mean? So that motherfuckers, when they see pimps, they be like, he's a pimp. Know what I mean? And he's just saying he's a pimp. But he's not a pimp though. Know what I mean? Yeah. Freeze gonna keep this shit on motherfucking display. You niggas can try to, hey man, kill game. Don't tell these motherfuckers the game, man. Let these niggas sleep. Man, knock it the fuck off. Get your sorry sucker ass out the way, man. Pimpin' is gonna shine like a motherfucker, and ain't nothing you sucker ass niggas can do to stop this shit though. Know what I mean? I'ma keep this shit shining bright as a motherfucker though. Know what I mean? I want these hoes to see the difference. I want these hoes to be able to look at some pimping and be like, that's pimping. For sure. Let me put that in my life. You know what I mean? Because it's too much confusion. It's too many sucker ass niggas that don't mean a bitch no good in the game. It don't mean the game no good, period. You know what I mean? Suck ass niggas that just like on some cutthroat shit, cutting each other's throat, know what I mean, for the sake of this faggot ass bitch that like if you really had the bitch, you would realize she ain't worth shit and you would regret even trying to have this bitch. Like, damn, I should have never accepted this bitch. Know what I mean? That's 90% of these bitches in this group. And you know what, though? The shit ain't even they motherfucking fault half the time. You know what I mean? Because if you trace it back in their timeline, somewhere down the line, they done fucked with a sucker-ass nigga like you. And that's why these bitches is punks. You know what I mean? Like I say all the time, ain't no way in the world that you have all of these punk-ass bitches, but the game is just filled with real pimps. The game is just filled with real niggas. Know what I mean? The game is just filled with niggas that's really standing up on they pimping, but you got the majority of bitches in the game that just hate the pimping. No, these bitches hate motherfucking pimping because it's a lot of sucker-ass niggas that call themselves pimping but don't have not a molecule of pimping with them. Know what I mean? They wouldn't know the first thing about putting this pimping on display. They don't have the nature of a pimp. But they scream and pimping from the rooftops. Know what I mean? And bitches fuck with these niggas. And 9 times out of 10, their first impression of a pimp is a bad one because it was a suck-ass nigga that didn't have no business in the game. And it's a high probability of a bitch choosing a nigga like that because the majority of motherfuckers saying they're a pimp ain't a pimp. So a bitch fuck with a motherfucker like that, shit go wrong, and now the bitch feeling like every pimp is like that. You know what I mean? And then when she really do see some real pimping that's worth having, she don't even know how to approach him. You know what I mean? Because you niggas is such suckers catering to these motherfucking bitches. You don't put these bitches under no type of pressure, and you don't put these bitches in the position to earn any motherfucking thing, so they don't appreciate nothing. You know what I mean? So when they see a real pimp, they admire the pimping. You know what I mean? But they feel like the pimping is good enough to admire, not enough to acquire. You know what I mean? They don't even know the first step on how to acquire some pimping. And then when you explain it to a bitch like, okay, bitch, if you want to fuck with some pimping, this is what you have to do. They like feel like they shouldn't have to do that. You know what I mean? Because they've been fucking with sucker-ass niggas that call themselves pimps and is giving them everything without them having to earn a motherfucking thing. You know what I mean? So it's just sad because a lot of bitches, they will never know what it's like to be pimped on, for real. You know what I mean? I feel bad about that. Now, man, it's just sad because, you know, the majority of the bitches in the game, they look at the pimping just like the squares do. Because the average square, it's expected for them when they hear the word pimp or when they think of what a pimp is, they got bad ideas of it. You know what I mean? But it ain't supposed to be like that for bitches in the game, though. But it is, though. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be a situation where 90% of bitches who sell pussy, whether they hoeing or prostituting or escorting, whatever the case may be, 90% of bitches who sell pussy, look at my young partner, excuse my pimping. Okay, pimp, what's up with it? Yeah.
Look at me now, driving German
engineering.
You don't want your baby mama fuck, keep the hoe near me, Kilroy. Remember when I used to use your heels to hit the road, hit the oil,
make them big boy sales. That's my young partner, Phil Jackson.
Not to have them green things smell fast was on me. What you know about related to money? I don't know nothing. I just used to see them walk to the coney. I fuck with bitches.
Look at Travis, they back there mad as a motherfucker. Hey man, they be mad at this motherfucking pivot dog.
Best dress with no support and had to pay more.
Going in and out of court.
Hey, I'm about to pull off.
All right, for sure. Huh?
I can follow y'all.
All right, for sure. Go ahead. I'm gonna go up there. Boy, they be mad at this pimping. Woo, shit. Oh man, you see that, man? I see the young pimpin' making moves, man. I ain't gonna tell all this motherfucking business. That's my young partner, Phil Jackson, man. And he's steadily upgrading. He's steadily making power moves with this shit, know what I mean? He's steadily bringing the best out of these bitches, though, know what I mean? Just choosing to fuck with his pimpin', though. You know what I mean? That's a young pimp right there. That is making the pimpin' look good. You know what I mean? Any bitch that come from him, she gonna have respect for the game, respect for the pimping, appreciate the pimping. It's just gonna be all good. You know what I mean? But a lot of you niggas that done had hoes can't say that. A lot of you niggas that done had hoes, boy, bitches just like, it's not, like, it's sad. A lot of you niggas ain't got one bitch that you've had before that, like, after they left you, they had a good taste in their mouth as to what this game was about. Now, I mean, good taste in their mouth for this pimping. A lot of you niggas, every bitch that you fucked with has gone bad. Is spoiled to the core, rotten, and ain't no good no more. A lot of you niggas, every bitch that you done ever touched, went sour. How you some pimping, though? Because you got that bitch to give you some money? Know what I mean? How many of you niggas got at least one bitch, though? It's a lot of you niggas that been in the game for 15, 20 years that ain't got one bitch that love the game, that love pimping. You know what I mean? A lot of you niggas is suckers. And I can't make you get out the game, though. But what I can do is show motherfuckers what this pimping really is, though. Know what I mean? And it's not you. You know what I mean? That's what I can do. That's what's within my power to do. You dig? I'm not the only motherfucker that's on that neither, though. Know what I mean? 2017 suckers don't exist. You know what I mean? We creating a big contrast. We letting it be known what we is and what you motherfuckers ain't. Yeah, we keeping this shit on display, though. For real, for real. Yeah, man. Sad. You know? And some bitches, you know, they might come to their senses one day watching a motherfucker like Freeze popping it. You know what I mean? Some of you punk ass bitches, just like some of these suck ass niggas, might try to steal game. But it ain't gonna work for you, though. If you ain't meant for this game, it ain't gonna work for you. That's why I don't have no problem, you know, popping this shit like this. You know, it was crazy. One time I was what's up? Right here? Oh, all right. But yeah, one time I was popping at this bitch, right? And I didn't even know who this bitch was. But this bitch knew me from Facebook. And she was like, yeah, you know, what's up? The bitch was like, yeah, you know, I've been watching you on Facebook for years. And a lot of the ways that I talk come from you. And, you know, as a pimp at first, you know, I was kind of upset about that because it's like, bitch, you like trying to steal game from a pimp. Or in your mind, you have stole some game from a pimp. But then I really thought about it. And I realized that, you know, no matter what game a bitch try to steal from a pimp, if she's not doing it under no pimping, it's not going to work. You know what I mean? And then the game that the bitch feel like she stole, it don't compare to the game that hoes pay for. You know what I mean? So, with that said, man, that's why I don't mind popping it. Because a real bitch, when they see me popping it, instead of like trying to figure out what they can steal from me, a real bitch that got appreciation for game, she gonna be like, well, damn. If he's popping this shit freely like this, I wonder what type of game he got for hoes that's really fucking with him. Know what I mean? For hoes that's going through the trenches to prove they self-worthy of fucking with him. I wonder what type of game Freeze got for them type of hoes. You know what I mean? And then a real hoe, know what I mean, is going to do whatever's necessary in order to put that in her life. But you little weak-ass scavenger bitches that like really listen to Freeze word for word verbatim and try to memorize, you know, my ideologies and my thoughts and, you know, just try to steal as much as you can from me. You little weak-ass scavenger bitches, y'all ain't gonna prosper. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, that one bitch who told me that, she was like, yeah, you know, I've been watching you on Facebook for years, and a lot of the ways that I talk come from you. But when I asked the bitch for the money, the bitch disappeared on me, right? But I come to learn that, you know, this bitch is a chronic failure. This bitch ain't never accomplished nothing for real in the game ever. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't mind popping it like this. But I know it's gonna be, it's you know, my whole thing is whatever these bitches decide to do. My main goal, what I really would like more than anything, is to know that the young pimp, you know what I mean, see this and get influenced by it. See Freeze and get influenced by Freeze. You know what I mean? A young pimp come to the understanding that integrity, character, manhood, principles, values, you know, all that shit amounts to your pimping. And all of that shit is shit that you got to stand on. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers, you know, I hope the young pimps who see me understand that, you know, compromise ain't got nothing to do with pimping. Once you compromise, you ain't pimping no more. You know what I mean? A lot of these weird ass niggas be compromising though and calling it pimping just because they got a retarded ass bitch to give them some money. That shit ain't hard. You know what I mean? But me, I pimps for the greater good of the game. I don't just pimp for myself. It's another problem a lot of these weird ass niggas got, man. They call themselves pimping, but they be having selfish intentions behind the whole shit. You know what I mean? And as a result of that, you know, these bitches, they feel unappreciated. And as a result of that, they just come to hate the pimping. You know what I mean? But I just wanted to chop it and pop it, man, for a minute. And let motherfuckers know, man, that these suckers is not the same as pimping. Everybody that say they a pimp is not a pimp. You know what I mean? And I hope that motherfuckers start paying attention to the conduct of everybody that say they a pimp. Because if you pay attention to the conduct, you'll be able to see clearly who is and who ain't. And then, you know, bitches who really, not just pretending that they want some pimping in their life, but bitches who really do want some pimping in their life, hopefully they'll learn how to look at the conduct of a motherfucker that's claiming pimping and then determine whether or not a motherfucker is or ain't, and then make a decision from there on who to choose up with. You dig? Stay sucker free, man. Don't every motherfucker that say they a pimp, wait till they show you whether or not they a pimp. Let a motherfucker show you if they a pimp or not. You know what I mean? A lot of times motherfuckers will show you that they not a pimp if you just pay attention. You dig? Freeze is it.